Hello everyone, this is Gail from Gail's Upstairs Studio. I hope you're all doing well. Today I thought we'd do a little bit of an Easter project. Nothing complicated, just kind of figuring it out as we go along. I have this garland here that my son bought me at Christmas time. It's wooden beads and some little gingham check ribbon here. And I haven't taken it down since Christmas. I just leave it as a garland over the front of my fireplace in my dining room. And I thought we'd turn it into a little Easter garland. And I think that it's kind of fun to just put things together with things that you have sometimes. And I thought we would do that. What I've done is went very old-fashioned with this. I took a piece of graph paper and I folded it in half and I cut an Easter egg shape out of it, and I used it to trace on a piece of this Bristol paper, which is nice, thick, very smooth paper, and I turned it into an egg template. And we are going to use this to make some egg shapes on here and cut them out. But first we need to decorate the paper. So what I thought I would do is, instead of digging out all the paints and things, I also have a lot of pens and markers, and I thought this might just be a fun thing to do with markers. I have some dual-ended Artist Loft brush markers, and one is a brush tip and one is a bullet tip. And I've chosen some springy, bright colors. Nice Eastery colors. And I happen to also have a lot of these Pentel brush tip pens, which I like very much, and they have a finer, they're a smaller tip, so they're a good complement to these ones. And I happen to have quite a few of the same colors, so I figured we'd use the combination of these two kinds of pens. And I don't know if I'll use them or not, but a micron pen and a Fudenosuke pen. And I don't know if I'll need them or not, but I have them in case I do. And my favorite scissors that were my mom's. So I'm going to put some music over this and do a time lapse, and let's see what we can come up with. actually a couple of days later. Had a busy week here and haven't had a chance to get back to this, so I am back at it now. This is the template I made, and this is the one I showed you before, but I decided it was a little too big, so I cut it down a little bit, and this is what we have. And my thought is to do 6 eggs to spell out Easter. So we're just going to trace out, and then we'll cut out, and then we'll move on to the next step. I'll save this for something else, a bookmark or something. Here are my eggs, and they're all, as you can see, different, random looking, and they're not all completely perfect eggs, and that's okay, because this is just a homemade project. So my next step is I am going to measure out a place to put the letters that make up the word Easter. So I'm just going to be measuring those. Okay, so I have all of my eggs cut out, measured, and kind of roughed in the pencil part of it. And we're going to letter it now, and this is going to be very simple too. And I decided to bring out one more color of my Pentel pens because I have a lot of color going on here, and if I were to pick one of those, I didn't think it would show up very well, and this blue is in the same color range, so I figured I would use this. And I'm going to think I might outline in my Micron pen. So now I'm just going to erase my pencil lines. They will show up inside the marker, but that's okay. Now we're going to outline with Micron pen to kind of make the letters pop off the background a little bit. And I have decided that that is going to be a little bit too time consuming, so I'm going to use my Food in a Suitcase pen instead. Just makes it a little easier to control the thickness of the lines. And I'm going to the right and underneath each line. It just gives a little bit of a shadow, and it makes it easier to see the letters. my camera turned off for some reason, so hopefully it doesn't do it again. I have hole punched holes in the tops of those three, and I'm going to continue this process across. Now I'm just going to make twine hangers for them. Okay, I have now spaced them out evenly across. I've just laid them there, and now I will undo them, and I'm going to go up a little ways here, and I'm going to tie a knot with both strands together. Like this, so that they hang down a little. And I'm just going to lay them in between again for right now and move along and do the rest of them. Now we'll go hang it on the fireplace. Okay guys, this is what it looks like on my fireplace. I apologize for the lighting. It's a little dark and dreary out today, and so I had to put some overhead lights on and kind of washed the eggs out a little bit. But this is what we're dealing with. Kind of old-fashioned and homemade looking, but that's kind of what I wanted to do. I hope you all enjoyed the video. We'll see you next time.